Have you ever gotten an email from one of your coworkers? It was a reply from a question that you had, and it doesn't even answer the question that you even asked them. It goes into this long diatribe of information that you were like, I don't even need to know this. And so you're so busy trying to figure out what the heck they're even talking about in this email that you forget why you even asked the question, or what is this email even about? So is the AI responses really helping you or hindering you? And is it ruining your credibility? Well, maybe yes to both, depending on how you're using AI. I'm going to show you a prompt so then you can have good replies every single time, and it'll allow you to actually add your own flair and your own information before you send it out to the rest of your coworkers. So no one questions whether this came from you. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. My name is Mike, and I've been in IT for over 15 years, and this is the Agile Experience, where we use Agile skills to be able to learn tips and tricks about AI so we can eventually become AI facilitators and also survive this AI revolution. If this sounds like something that you're interested in, give me a like, share, and subscribe, and let's get into it. Okay, so we've all been there. We've had a long day at work, and we just need to give a simple reply to somebody. So in this video, I've set up a pretty basic email going through several days of project updates and testing updates. And really what the last question was, is there any changes to the testing date? So with a good prompt, you'll be able to answer that very clearly and very concisely every single time. With a bad prompt, you may get something that's a little bit more than what you bargained for, and you're going to actually spend more time trying to fix it than actually just taking a few minutes to type it out and reply to somebody. So here's the bad prompt. This is pretty generic, but this is what you're going to get with most AIs. It basically says, reply to this email message with a summary of the email and then the proper response for the email. So pretty generic, doesn't really give you a lot of information to be able to say, read it and try to extract what the last question was. So those are things that you really need to think about when you're building your prompt. And this is what you get when you have a bad prompt, right? You get a long message dealing with the summary of the threads, you got regression testing, you got current validation, you got responses and next steps. And let's be honest, most people tune out within the first 2 to 3 sentences of an email. So it's better to be more concise with all of your emails and get right to the point. You can always add a little bit of your own flair and your own wording just so it makes it sound like it's from you, but this will help you kind of stay concise and keep your audience's attention with the information that they were asking on. As a reminder, they were asking, is there any changes to the testing date? They don't need to know about the summary of all the emails. They don't need to know what the current validation is, right? Or the next steps or decisions. They just need to know the answer to the question that they asked. So now here's the good prompt. Like you guys already know in my channel, the people that have seen my videos before, I love the RC Go, the role, the context, the guidelines, and the output. You guys can go ahead and use that, or you can think about it as the 5 W's, the what, when, where, why, and how. But that's why you need to kind of think these things out as you're building your prompts. And like always, as a pro tip, once you get a good prompt, go ahead and save it in a Word doc or some sort of text doc that you can take with you anywhere you go, whether you're in the office or on the road. So then you can always take it and remind whichever AI that you're on, this is how I like to answer my emails. So as you guys can see, it says, write a direct reply to the last email or topic or question. Don't give me a big summary of what went on in this entire thread, especially if it's a multi-day thread. What's your role? This is very important. It's telling AI what role is it supposed to be in this specific context. And so you're an email assistant. You're helping me craft email responses and helping me get through my emails faster. The context, read the entire email. Keep the response brief and casual. Don't add extra enthusiasm filler or descriptive language. I'll review the draft later and give that information myself, but all I want you to do is look and see what the last question was and answer it. And the output, write only an email reply, display the response in blue text, so then I can easily review it before I send it. So let's look at what it looks like after that. Here's the good prompt. I think this is a lot better and a lot more concise than that first one. This is going to keep the reader's attention, especially if there's multiple readers on the chain. It's keeping their attention so they know that the implementation date and the timeline hasn't officially changed. So it goes right to the point, right out of the box, right out of AI. So what I would do is I would take this and put it into my email, and I would add a little bit more of the mic flair to it. So then People know that it's me. This gets it straight to the point, and you have less editing each time that you're trying to make a reply. But if they see something that's very readable within a couple seconds, they're going to be able to retain that a lot more and get a lot more information out of your emails, which will increase your credibility every single time. And that's all it takes, is to be able to have a good, clean, easy read prompt to be able to reply to those emails quickly and efficiently. And if you do that every single time, I guarantee you that you're going to have better responses and a lot more fun time using AI in your everyday work. That's here at this channel. We want to make sure that you guys are being equipped with the skills and techniques that you guys are going to need to know moving into this very fast moving AI future. We want to be able to use AI and be able to handle multiple different things all at the same time. And having these prompts readily available no matter where you go, that'll help you be a key contributor to any project or anything that's going on in your work. And you'll be able to respond faster instead of having to type it all out or fix anything that AI ballooned up and made it a huge response that you really are not going to use like more than half of it. And also you won't have to deal with all of the filler words, all of this is the most important thing that we've ever done, or this is a big risk. I know I've been there. When you start saying risk or problems, then that gets everybody's attention, but you may not want that attention unless it's absolutely necessary. So that's why we have these prompts, so we can actually have the starter and we can add our own flair, our own information. So then it makes us feel, our responses feel more genuine, directly coming from us. And it also, when it's more genuine and people know it's coming from us, that'll raise our credibility. So if you guys like what I'm doing on the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys next time on the Agile Experience.